Are there, I mean, other than the manufacturers you mentioned, are there other small players that you know of that are kind of up and coming? You know, I don't know how many suppliers or manufacturers there are in the U.S. that produce DOAS.
There are a huge number of small niche players, and some of them, like there's a small one out of Kentucky called KCC. They make specialty, more smaller type DOAS, but they also produce for companies like Trane, and in some cases they'll take a product like a Trane, standard Trane rooftops, and modify it and retrofit it specifically for DOAS. There's another, and there's another company in Florida called Morganizer that does a similar type thing. And then there's a different technology. I'm trying to think. I can't recall the name of the company, and they're out of Atlanta, and they've developed basically the way they handle DOAS is with multi passes through the coil, and I don't know that they're ever going to get huge traction with their product, because it seems a little bit limited as far as application and capacity. But there's a huge number of small, very small DOAS manufacturers in the U.S.
Okay.
And I think some of that may get squeezed out with the evolution of new standards from ASHRAE to evaluate DOAS units based upon their performance compared to energy consumption, and that's going to, I think, squeeze a lot of the kind of the lesser products out of the market as that performance standard becomes implemented as code, and engineers will step away from specifying any products that are not up to meeting that standard.
A lot of these small up and coming companies, what's motivating them to develop DOAS? Are they already like a HVAC company to begin with, or
they're typically it's companies that are already in the space, and they've recognized that DOAS products bring a significant premium in the market. So where there's profit margin opportunity, new players enter the market.
Okay.
And there's general, as I said, there's a lot of just general dissatisfaction in the market with the current offerings of DOAS.
Okay.
Let me ask you one thing. You already mentioned that Balance case, they are specialized in special areas such as agriculture or something. So and you told me that that's an SOP area. I'm not sure what it is, but can you explain a little more detail about that?
As far as agriculture applications, is that what you're asking? For dehumidification and drying out of different crops and grains.
Okay.
And I know that that's a very large market for munters, and they even have a significant business where the munters units are purchased and operated out on the farms to treat where the crops are being stored. And the other